All right, welcome to lesson 3. In this lesson, I'm going to take your average out-of-the-box site and implement a new custom theme for your portfolio and get some content creation started. So from here, I'm going to leave this page, my home page, open in the first tab and go over to my dashboard right here in my second tab and head over to Appearance. It'll take us to where our themes live, and you can see which ones are activated. You can see right now 2020 is the active theme, which again is a great theme if you're uploading content, have a basic blog, website page, totally get away with this theme. For our purposes, since we're going to want to tailor it to our clients and make it more elegant, I'm going to use a specific portfolio theme. There's amazing theme developers that have created open source content for us to use. So from here, you're going to go to Add New. It'll take us to this featured page. It'll show us a bunch of cool themes that people have created, which are great. For the purposes of this tutorial, I'm going to be using this minimal portfolio theme. Definitely feel free to check out the other themes, implement them, play with them if you wish. The principles that we're going to outline are going to be the same. So this is the theme I used for that finished product. I'm going to click the install button, and WordPress is automatically going to fetch it, install it, and then we can apply it without actually having to leave the administration area, which is great. So I'm going to click activate it, and immediately you can see that our homepage, when I refresh this, has taken on the new theme. So that's not me. I don't want that picture. This is just showing us what the possibilities are. Right here, simple copyright in the footer. This theme's designed by AbleWeb. And sidebar area here, I'll head back over to manage our theme and just get some preliminary things customized. So right here, you can press the customize button. It'll take us to a page specific for this theme, the minimal portfolio theme. And so first, I'm going to go through these. Site identity, the name of my site, the name of my fictitious company for this class is ER Studios, which is great. My tagline, I definitely don't want just another WordPress site. My tagline is going to be elegant, personal, I don't know how to spell, help me. Beautiful. This is corny, cheesy, I know. Come up with a better one. Display site title and tagline. Right now, that's fine. A logo for my site. Instead of having just the words, I'm also going to add a logo, which I created in Photoshop. I'm not going to do a lesson on how to do that right now, but it literally just took me 2 minutes. I did a circle object and ER. I put it here in Udemy 1, my images and logo. You can see it larger. I'm just going to use this. You're going to want to make sure that it's a square. Look the best. Alt text is always good, so I'm going to add that. ER Studios, and title is fine. Don't need to worry about that right now. I'm going to select it, and it's going to ask me to crop it. Since it's already a square, it's perfect. I'm going to crop it. Okay, now I have a logo on my site, and this down here, let's see, this is messing with the alignment, you can see, of the title and the tagline. I don't want to hide it though, because it's good readability and searchability to have it there. I'll show you how to get around that later. For now, that's fine. I'm also going to do an icon so that here in this area, instead of showing me this NAMP icon, it's actually going to show me my own logo. I'm going to use the same exact image. Oh, this one's smaller, 90 by 90. Okay, I'm going to select it. There's what it's going to look like. It shows you a little preview. That's fine. Great. Now you can see it up here. I have my, it's called a favicon, and I have my logo. Great. Now I'm going to go back to the next tab, my header image. Now I don't want this guy as my front, although he's beautiful. I'm going to add one of my own. I'm going to upload files here, and you can either drag and drop or select. I'm going to select, go into my images folder that I created, and I have one that I created called front slide, and this is a picture that my friend took in Florence. I'm going to use this. I've already cropped it to the right dimensions, and it tells you the suggested dimensions 1920 by 700. So make sure you're editing a picture in those dimensions or larger. I'm going to select it and crop it. It's already cropped. If it's too big or the wrong dimensions, you'll be able to see it in this screen right here and select a different image. I'm going to use this one. And I'm going to leave it in color. I have a black and white version too. I think for the home page, color image is just fine. It's going to take a minute. All right. So it's getting more personalized as we do this. We actually haven't done anything besides just tweak some of these items on this theme. So we're going to go back. The next thing, background image. If you wanted to add a background image to the entire site, you could. I'm not going to, but I will show you what that looks like for this particular theme. Let's see. I think in my random folder here I have, whoops. What did I select? That's not going to work. Try that again. I moved too fast. Bear with me. And I'm going to go by size so I can get a big one. What is this? Come on. Oh, that's my room. I don't want to use that one. Give me thumbnails. How about, sure, Burning Man picture. Again, I'm not actually going to use this. I'm just going to give you an idea of what this might look like on your site. It's a big image. It's going to take a minute to upload. And just keep in mind with these large files, when someone first visits your site, it's going to add to the load time of the site. So here you can see it's added. I can determine the position where I want it, and you can see it kind of moving around. As I scroll, I can have it either scroll with the page, or I can uncheck this box here, and it'll just stay fixed and the content will scroll over it. So if you had a really cool, lightweight, small file as the background, it could be a really great effect. For this case, I'm not gonna use it. So if you want to, definitely feel free to implement that. I'm gonna get rid of it for now and take you back here. Menus, this is gonna be really important. Where your menu items are gonna go for people to navigate to. Your primary menu, we'll get to that when we actually start creating content and adding menus to our site. Widgets are, this theme has 4 footer areas and 1 sidebar. So you can see the sidebar area here has several widgets. All of these meta categories, archive, recent comments, recent posts. I actually don't necessarily want that. Search, I'm going to remove it. I'm actually going to remove all of these. I don't want any sidebar widgets at this moment, just to simplify it for you guys. Okay. No widgets in my sidebar. In the footer area, you can see nothing's really down here except the copyright, which maybe it's a separate entity. Homepage settings. I'm going to choose to have a static page so I can determine specifically the content that I want. The home page, I'm going to say I'll make it the sample page. And this is for posts. If you were to have a blog of some sort where people can post and comment, you can select what would be the homepage for that. I'm not going to worry about that because I'm not going to have really a blog on this site. And my theme options here, header option, do I want a sticky header so that when I scroll it stays? I do, I like that effect. And you can see that here, my header is staying put. People can easily access my menu that's going to go up here and stuff. A breadcrumb, I like to have it. This is going to be an item in which it'll tell you the path that your page is on. We'll get to that later once we actually have content to breadcrumb. My footer option, social media links are going to be vital, so definitely add these. I'm going to just add a pound symbol so that they populate and not actually put all of my social media in there. But you can see what that looks like. It creates these nice little icons for us and links our customers and clients to our social media site. And back here, post sidebar slider option. Do you want a slider on your posts? If I were to create posts with images, this could be cool. I don't know if I'm actually going to do that. We're going to go back. Sidebar sticky option. And do I want a sidebar to be sticky on my blog? I would like to have that if I create a blog. Don't worry so much about that right now. If that's relevant to your business, that's great. Blogs are definitely great to have. A portfolio option, portfolio content. So this is going to be my home page, and you can see this is hopefully some of the only coding we're actually going to do. Here you can see it has a header 6, we are, and then this is a tag for a header 2. Everything else, minimal portfolio designers, is inside of this header 2 tag. That's how you do it in HTML. Open alligator, lowercase h2, close alligator. I know they're not called alligators, but that's what I call them. And then the span of the portfolio is used to determine this black background and white text format of this. Now, since I am just a I, I'm not a we, I'm going to change this to say I am your personal design. I am your personal artist. I don't know if that makes any sense, but I'm going to leave it. And I can publish this. Give it one moment. Okay, so it's published. We have our home page. It's edited. Getting started with creating our logo. This part here, back to top option. When people scroll down, do you want a button to take them back to the top? I think this is really useful, so I'm going to enable it. And you can see what that looks like here in a minute. Here just adds this little arrow back to the top, takes us back to the top. Useful. Copyright option. Copyright, all rights reserved. I'm going to say copyright ER Studios, all rights reserved. and you can see it added it down here. And it also has this designed by AbleWeb here, which we'll get rid of at some point. All right. All right, so that was lesson 3.1, in which we downloaded the theme, customized some items of it, added a little bit of our own images, and in the next lesson, 3.2, we're going to actually create some content.